Unsupervised should be your go-to tool for targeting and expanding your business strategies. One challenge I hit often is building target lists for new company initiatives. Whether it's a promotional offer or a marketing campaign, one of the biggest questions we have to be able to answer is, where can we deploy this tactic to have maximum impact? Often, I find myself building a list that is either overly broad or spending forever to make that list more precise. Unsupervised is the perfect tool to help you build targeting lists because you can tell it who is eligible for an offer or an action, and it will tell you who among them stand to gain the most. So I used to work for a telecom company, and our partners would give us pay-per-view certificates that we could give to our customers to increase goodwill and reduce churn. Here's how I can use Unsupervised to target 100 customers with these certificates to improve our churn the most. First, I create a segment of customers who are eligible to receive the pay-per-view certificate. In this case, any customer with our movie streaming service is eligible. I'll name that segment Streaming Customers. Next, I have Unsupervised find which of these streaming customers have the highest churn rates by creating a new KPI with two key details. The first is, in our new base field, I'm going to choose new churn value so that we're generating patterns that tell me which customers are churning the most. And the second thing I'm going to do, under our advanced settings for data to consider, I'm going to choose that streaming group of customers so that the AI is only looking amongst customers we know are eligible to receive the certificates. Once I've added those two things, I'll create my KPI, and now the AI is actually off and running. In just a few minutes, it'll find which groups of streaming customers are churning the most amongst the millions of combinations out there. After the AI has generated its insights, I can see that I have 877 total streaming customers with an overall churn rate of 51%. Which is pretty bad. I'm going to sort by the highest churning customer cohorts so I can start building my list. Looking at our first pattern here, you can see we're looking at newer customers who have a fair amount of long distance charges on their bill each month. It's a good distinct group and they're churning 40% more than our overall average. So I'm going to go ahead and add them to our target list, which I'm calling pay-per-view certificate promo. Looking at our next pattern, we're now looking at customers who have already spent a lot on long distance charges and also subscribe to a ton of other value-added services. It's another good distinct group, churning much higher than the overall average, and I want to add them to my target list. Looking at our next one, still looking at new customers here, but really valuable ones in terms of CLTV. I want to add them to my target list as well. Moving on to our fourth pattern, we're looking at customers who've already spent a lot with us in general and also subscribe to 3 specific value-added services with us. Again, I'm going to add them to my target list. And so you can see how this works. You're going to go through each pattern one by one in terms of most severe churn to least, and continue to add these cohorts to your target list until you've allocated the full 100 certificates that you have to give away. After going through a few more insights, I have a list of just over 100 customers that's made up of 5 specific, distinct customer groups. The precision of this list will generate maximum impact, and it only took a few minutes to put together. This is how easy building target lists is with Unsupervised. And that's why Unsupervised should be your go-to tool for targeting and expanding your business strategies with maximum impact. If you'd like to see other videos like this and discover additional ways you can use Unsupervised, you can check them out on our website. Or if you'd like to see your data in action, we do offer 7-day free trials for qualified customers. Just go to unsupervised.com/demo to request one, and we'll reach out to get you set up.